In this video I'm going to show how to use quiz feature and to make MCQ papers marked automatically, so that we don't have to spend any time to mark the MCQ papers. And this method is going to be very easy because it is not required to type any question or anything. We will be anyway giving the question paper to the students, so this will be used as the answer sheet. The quiz will be used as the answer sheet for the students to provide their answers. So this is what we are going to do, teachers. First of all, go to assignment section and then press create button, use the quiz option, and then yeah, it might take a little time to get it loaded. Yes, so I can see here the classes, my list of classes in the sense teams. So let's say for grade 12 ICT national paper, I have a paper 1, I have a MCQ paper. So I'm going to select this class and then click next, and then these are the created quizzes which are available. So I'm not going to use any of those. I'm going to take a new quiz. So select this option, new quiz, and then it is going to open the browser window, and you might have to log into your Microsoft account again via the web browser. After logging into the Microsoft account via the web browser, you will be redirected to this Microsoft form. So here as the title of the quiz, I'm going to mention grade 12 national ICT paper 1, and then in the description I'm going to mention please obtain the paper using the link provided in the group. And further I'm saying use this form as your answer sheet. So then after mentioning this, I'm going to say add new and then select choice option. And so I don't have to type the question, so I'm going to just leave it blank, or else I can just give a message to the student saying that get the question, or else read the question from the paper and provide and select your answer. So I'm going to mention here option number 1 and then 2. So likewise in our paper, now for example in national papers there will be 5 options to select. So I'm going to mention 2, and then I'm going to add another option 3, and then 4, and then 5. So basically this will be the format for all 50 MCQs in my case. And then I'm going to select this option of required, so that students have to answer for each and every question. And then so I'm going to mention here points. 1 point will be given for each question, so that 50 points will be taken from paper 1. And then so likewise there will be 50 questions. I don't have to say add new and select choice and create all 50 questions. All I have to do is just select this copy question option, and you can see now the number is changed to question number 2, and then again press copy, select it, press copy, and then it's 3, and then likewise 4, and then 5, and then 6. Likewise I can create all 50 questions by copying. So after creating all 50 questions, so after selecting this option and then creating all 50 questions, you can see it's very easy. 25 I have already created, and then 35, 37, 39, 40, and then 43, 45, 46, 47, 49, 50. So after selecting all 50 questions, what I have to do is look at our marking scheme and then select the correct option for each question. For example, if the 50th one is first one, and then likewise I can select 49th one, what is the correct answer, and then 48th one, what is the correct answer, and then 47th one, what is the correct answer, according to our marking scheme that we have received. So we need to ensure that each and every question has this required option mentioned, and also the points is also mentioned. So likewise I can create this, and then job over here is finished after that, after creating all of those 50 and selecting the correct answer of each choice. And then what I can do is I can close this, go back to assignment section, create, again select quiz, and then again select the class, and then now I'll be able to see the quiz that I have created. Now for example, I created grade 12 national ICT paper 1 quiz, select it, this is the one that I created now, and then click next, and then this quiz is getting assigned as an assignment, you can see. So the assignment title is automatically mentioned, and then I can mention so it says that 50 points possible, because in the I created actually 50 questions, and I have given 1 point for each question, so therefore 50 point possible, it's automatically assigned in here. And then I can ensure that I have selected the correct class, and if I want specific students to be selected, I can select here. And then a class has multiple channels, so if you want you can select the correct channel. So in my case I have commerce and science, both the channels. I want it to be assigned to both the students, so I'm going to select the general channel. And then this is very important, the date due option, just like how we do for paper 2. I can just assign this, I can schedule this to future, in the sense my paper is going to be on December 1st, as I can remember, December 1st, and then December 1st selected, and then the time, the post time is going to be exactly by, let's say, 11:30. that is the time according to the timetable, so I select 11:30. And then due date and due time, so due to like different technical problems that might arise from the student side, we thought of giving them maybe 24 hours. However, what is whatever the number of hours which is determined in the groups, we have to mention here. So if it's going to be 24 hours in case, then I'll be selecting it's going to be 2nd of December, and the time is going to be by 11:30. And again the closing date, I'm going to select 2nd of December, and the time is going to be 11:30. So do not forget to select the close date option, so that late hand ins won't be allowed. And then click done, and then click schedule. So this will be available to the students on that particular day, and then when I come back to the assignment section, I'll be able to see. Now for example, I'll take a paper which I have given previously for the students. This is grade 11 ICT paper 1. I just created a sample paper for the students. So when I click on that, I can see the students also have handed in. I can see Nirmal has handed in the paper, so I'm going to select that, and you can see here this form is automatically marked by showing the correct answer, and whether it's correct or wrong. So actually this one has not obtained any marks for any question. I have actually included only 3 questions here in this paper, but according to what I created previously, then in that paper there will be 50 questions. So even the time taken to complete that will also be mentioned here. So in that way I'll be able to see the marks of each and every student, and if I want to see like which questions are wrong also, I'll be able to see from here, and the score of that particular student will be mentioned here. So that's it. That's how to use the quiz option to mark the paper 1 papers easily, teachers. If you want, you can use this option.